Woke up this morning thinking about the number 12. You might be thinking, I know what 12 is. The number that comes after 11. For some crazy people among you, you might be thinking it's the number that comes before 13. I'll tell you what I think about the number 12. The 12 is the college life leadership team. The 12 are the people who make growth groups happen, who make Tuesday nights happen. The 12 are the people who basically run college life. And as we're staring down the barrel of next year, we're starting to ask the question, who's going to be the 12 for next year? Better yet, what is the 12? Better yet, let's talk about the 12, okay? And that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about the 12. So join me for a cup of coffee. The real question to ask and answer is, why do we call this thing the 12? There's not 12 people on the team, and we know that. We know how to do math. The reason we call it the 12 is because this is what we hope that the team would become. You know, Jesus had this group of people around him who were sort of the center of it all. And, do you mind? Okay. Jesus had this group of people around him, and there were 12 of them. And they were sort of this inner circle of people who had power and influence within the Jesus movement, but they didn't stay that way as sort of this inner circle of 12. They actually went out. Their purpose was to go out and build the church and increase the kingdom beyond themselves. And that's what we hope this team would be. Maybe they have some influence in college life, but we hope that they don't stay just in this inner circle. The point is that they go from there and go build college life, go build the church and build the kingdom. And that's what we hope that they become. And you know, the best thing about it is that this is the best way to live as a human being. And we think that this blesses the kingdom, blesses college life, but the best part also is that it actually blesses those who are on the team. And if you don't believe me, listen to these folks.
I joined the 12 because I was always impressed from the past 12 leadership groups. I thought they were amazing and gave so much love and care to college life. And I remember thinking, I'm so excited to one day get the opportunity to be part of that, and was, able to do that last year.
A fond memory that I have of the 12 are definitely the 12 dinners. 12 dinners are typically at the end of each quarter, so entering finals week. And we just hang out as a team, and we play games, we eat food, and it's a great time. But weirdly enough, my favorite one is online, and it was this last Christmas. Maddie and Peter magically and brilliantly managed to get White Elephant through Zoom. So as a team, we played White Elephant, and if you know what White Elephant is, it's super chaotic and super fun. And this was nothing short of that. There's a lot of laughter, a lot of smiles, a lot of gift stealing, and really, I just had a great time.
One of my favorite things about the 12 is easily pods. Pods is one of the most fantastic things in the world. I mean, who doesn't want to sit down with Peter for, a couple hours and just talk about life? I mean, it's just literally fantastic.
Our biggest hope for you, if you're going to join the 12, is that you would actually become the best version of yourself on this team. And the reason we think that and the reason we hope that is because actually we think that the nut of your potential is cracked under the weight of responsibility. That we want this to be a high responsibility, high reward kind of experience for you. And the only way you're going to get the reward is if you commit to the high responsibility. And so Maddie is going to tell you the first thing you'll be committing to.
You are committing to a June to June ministry role. This might sound obvious, but the reason that we care so much about this is because inevitably life is going to get busy. It's just a fact of life. And we need to know that for each other, we are all committed to the same mission and to each other.
The second thing you'll be doing is you'll be agreeing to commit faithfully to participating in our summer preparation program. We don't want the summer to be a spiritual off-season for us. And so we're going to give you a book. We're going to talk about it. It's going to nourish you. It's going to energize you. And so by the time the fall rolls around, we'll be ready to go to lead this community.
You may be thinking, Maddie, I don't know how to do any of this. Well, good news, because you're committing to a weekend of training. A training for Welcome Week and a training to be on the 12. And this ideally would be a weekend in Tahoe where we just have the best time of our lives with each other. We grow with each other, we train with each other. But if that can't happen because of COVID. It's still going to be a fun experience, and it's still going to be very life-giving in your training.
Number 4 thing that you're committing to is you're committing to serving full-time during Welcome Week, and you're gonna think about it like you're actually like a missionary on campus. I mean, you think about it. There are all these people coming to our campus for the first time who don't know anybody, don't have any place to belong, wondering if anyone's gonna love them and know them. And we get to be the people to say, yes, we can love you and know you. You can belong here with us, and we can really meet a deep need for them. But that takes effort, that takes energy, that takes organization, and we are gonna be the ones committing to do it. So that's number 4.
5th, you are committing to go to 4 out of the 5 leadership meetings every quarter. These meetings are multifaceted, which means that sometimes they're for further training, sometimes they're for spiritual growth, and sometimes they're for ministry planning, and sometimes they're just for fun.
The last thing you're committing to a relationship with me, a relationship with Maddie, with the staff. One of the best parts about this team is that we gather little groups of you, we call them pods, and we meet every other week for 90 minutes. And we talk about life, we talk about what's happening with you, we talk about what the Spirit's doing in you, and it's absolutely my favorite part of this job, and I think one of the best parts of this whole experience. And so I hope that you'd consider this and that we'd actually get to know each other a little bit better. And if any of this has piqued your interest, Maddie is gonna tell you what happens next.
So you're probably thinking a lot right now. You're probably either thinking, man, I really want to join the 12. Just sign me up already. Or you may be thinking, I'm kind of interested, but I just really don't know. I just really want to talk to someone. And I have good news for you, because the next step is the same for both of you. Go to collegelifedavis.com/12 First Step and fill out our interest form. And we can get the ball rolling. If you have this much interest or this much interest, just fill it out, and we cannot wait to see what the new team is for next year.